Be yourself. Because the same people you are trying to impress, they're not impressed. A lot of them can tell that you don't have it like that. And now you just look like a fake liar. Welcome to Soft Life Hard Truths, where lifestyle dreams meet bank account realities. I'm your host, Tegan J. Come on in. I want you to stay. Hey, y'all. How's everybody doing? How has everybody's week been? Has it been crazy? My week has been long, hectic, crazy, stressful. I even had a couple of people to piss me off this week, so I'm hanging on by a thread. Okay? But I'm here. I'm here and you're here. I hope your week was better than mine. And if it's been bad, I hope it gets better. We deserve good weeks, y'all. We deserve good weeks, good days. Okay? We do. We do. We do. So, guys, let's get into these topics. I have some good topics for us today, okay? And we're introducing a new segment of the show. So, stick around, okay? So, first topic of the day, which I've seen some discord around this subject on Twitter and TikTok. So, let's talk about it. Split the bill or no? Let's talk about it. So, how many times have you been out with a group of friends and you guys order your food? You know, everybody's doing their thing. They're ordering their drinks, they're ordering their food, their appetizers, and the waiter or waitress come back and says, we can only do one ticket, or I can only split it up so much. Or what if the waitress doesn't even come back and say that? She just asks, how's the bill? How will the tickets be split? And you have that one person that screams out, we'll just split it. Put it all on one check. We'll just split it. And then you have the other person that's thinking, I would rather split my check. Thank you. Which person are you? Are you a let's split the bill, let's everybody pay for what their own thing, or hey, let's just split it, equally? No matter who ordered what, let's split it equally. Personally, I am a let's split the check type person. I'm let's split the check. The only time I'm not let's split the check is when it's like with my parents and my immediate family. I'll pay the bill. If it's gonna be split, 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be split with me and my brother. You want to do half, I do half, or you get it this time, I'll get it next time. That's normally how I operate with mom and dad, because to me, mom and dad is different. Me and my brother, we're at the place now in our lives where we pretty much take care of them in situations like this. Like we're gonna pay for their food. But when I'm going out with friends or associates, especially people that are not like my best friends, I am a split the check. I want to pay for what I got, and that's it. I am not trying to pay for, because especially if I'm going to a restaurant and I did not order appetizers, I did not order drinks. I literally came in, got the salmon Caesar salad and a glass of sparkling water. That is all I want to pay for. Meanwhile, the person to the left of me had 5 pina coladas, 6 beers, an appetizer, a full entree, and a dessert. No, nope. I'm not trying to split any of that, because for one, you don't know if I came in on a budget. You don't know if I'm over my limit, almost over my limit for the week, and hey, I only got $300 to spare and I only want to spend $100 on food. Like, you don't know the person's circumstances, in my opinion. So therefore, there's no split the bill. I do not see the problem with, let's just all pay for what we all ordered. It's okay if the waiter or waitress has to go and separate the bill and create multiple tickets. It's a part of the dining experience. you already have to go in and ring up different tables. I mean, hey, and for those of you that are like, well, it's more trouble for the waiter, I'm sorry. I am sorry that it is more tasking for the waiter to go in and have to split the checks. That is unfortunate, but fortunately, I'm gonna need my bills split. I want to pay for what I got, and that's it. I'm not trying to pay for other people. Um, yeah, I am not one of those people that want to split the check down the middle or split it up equally. I want to pay for what I got, and that is it. Especially if I am on a budget, which it's nobody's business to know what my finances are or what type of budget I'm on. Just let me, I'm going to order according to what my bank account allows. Some days I may be in the mood to splurge and, hey, I want to try this new champagne and I might want to try this new red wine. And hey, I might want to do my steak, Oscar style. I might be in the mood, but then some days, hey, yeah, so it's I might have spent all the money I wanted to spend for the day or the week on food. So split the check. Okay? I am not trying to pay for other people's food. And then there are situations where people will willingly and knowingly go out, order up all these different things on the menu that they want to try, and knowing, hey, well, since we're going to split the bill, it'll be less on me, because it is less, because not everybody is going to order equal. 9 times out of 10, everybody's not going to order equally. You have some people who don't really do appetizers. You have some people who don't drink, so they're not going to order a $20, cocktail, and they're not going to order the spinach dip. Me personally, when I go out to eat, I don't really do appetizers, because if I do appetizers, I'm not really going to eat my meal. So now I'm just having them cook the food for me to take home. I typically stay away from the appetizers. Now, I will have a good cocktail, okay? I love wine with my steak. I love a little champagne, okay? Hey, but you have some people who don't drink. So what does it look like? I'm ordering a entree, a appetizer, 3 glasses of wine, and then the person next to me, they are ordering a side salad. They're not that hungry. They just came to the birthday party to support, and they ordered a side salad and a sparkling water. That's probably a $25 check versus me, who is going to be well over 100. That's not fair to them. And it's not fair to me if it was vice versa. It's not fair. I strongly believe in paying for what you got. I am not a let's equally split the bill down the middle person. That's just not my style. But let me know in the comments, what do you think about it? How do you feel about splitting the check? Let's talk about it. Are you more on the we don't have time for all those nuances. Just split it down the middle. Or are you a no, I'm gonna get what I pay for. Thank you. hmm Let me know. Drop a comment. Next topic, loaning out money. Let's talk about it. I am a firm believer that you should not be loaning out money unless you are in a good or decent financial situation yourself. And then my motto has always been, with very few exceptions, I only lend out money that I am okay with not getting back. Does that mean you should not pay me back? No. But if I know that eventually I'm going to need the money, 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to loan it, because people don't always pay you back. Or they may not pay you back in a time where you may need the money that you loaned out to them. If I'm loaning out money, I'll be okay if I don't ever get the money back. What does that look like for you? What are your rules when it comes to loaning money? When you loan money, do you give that person a date that they have to pay you back? Do you charge them interest? What does that look like? Personally, 9 times out of 10, if someone comes to me and they need a loan, it depends on who they are. If it is a family member, somebody that I'm close with, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna tell you, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just take it. Hey, handle your business. Um, if it is a friend, I am going to loan the money, and it is up to them if they want to pay me back or not. If they pay me back, cool. If not, I'm not about to break it up. Because it's money that I can do without. And I just look at it, hey, they may have needed it more than I did. And hey, if they pay me back, that's cool. If not, that's cool too. Now, is that a rule that I feel like you should go by? Absolutely not. I think that it is a part of your character to pay someone back. If someone is doing you a favor and they are loaning you money, you should pay it back. One motto I live by is take care of what you owe. Okay? Take care of what you owe. If you borrow some money from somebody, pay them back. I don't care how small, how large it is, pay them back. If you needed to borrow $55 to keep your phone on, well, when you get the $55, pay them back. And if you cannot pay them back, communicate that. Communication is key. And some people don't play about their money. They don't care if it's $20 or 20,000. They want their money back, and they're going to come see about you if you don't pay them their money back. If you don't have the funds to pay somebody back, I do believe communication is key. You need to communicate with that person. If you agree that April 20th, I'm going to pay you back the $500 that I borrowed from you, and it's April 19th, and you know that you're not going to have the $500, you should be on the phone with that person. You should be in that person's face saying, hey, this is what I have going on. Can you work with me? Can I get it to you at a later date? Or can I pay you some of it now? Can you work with me? Communication. Don't just ghost people. Do not ghost people if you cannot pay them back. That is horrible because you're probably going to need them again. And you can't be mad if you didn't pay them back the first time and you need to borrow money a second time and they're not open to that. Who wouldn't in their right mind would be? You didn't have the decency to say, hey, Tegan, I'm not going to have the money. Say something. But on the lender side, guys, don't lend out money that you need. Especially money that's for something important. Let's just say you had a good month with spending and saving, and you were able to put aside, an extra $500 this month. But you also know next month your daughter's dance recital fees are coming up. That's $400. And your baby loves her dance classes, and you do not want to see her go without. Somebody comes to you with a sob story, they need the 400. If you know that $400 is vital to you and vital to your baby and her happiness, I wouldn't loan that out because there's no guarantee that that person's going to have your money back in time. I would not take the risk. But if you can, make sure you put stipulations around it, right? Hey, I need this money back, in 2 weeks. Or if I loan you this, hey, some people even do the whole interest thing. I don't, um, because I feel as though if you came to me, you needed to borrow money in the first place, you're probably not in the best financial situation, or you're not where you want to be financially. So you owing me even more money than what I loaned you probably won't be best for you. So it's like, what my mindset is, I'm not trying to take advantage of you like that. So I'm not a person that does interest. For the people that do, hey, do your thing. You're not on trial. I'm not judging, but that's not my stilo. But I do believe that it is important to make sure when it comes to loaning out money to friends, family, or whomever, that you make sure that if you are doing the lending, that you are in a good position to do that lending and never loan out what you can't go without. Absolutely never. Never, never, never. Because if they don't pay you back, that is on you. You're going to have to deal with that loss. And on the borrowing side, the borrower, hey, borrow what you know you can pay back and make sure you pay back. And if you cannot pay back, communicate that. Come up with some type of payment plan. I don't care how big, how small. That's important. That's a part of your character, your reputation. You don't want to be that cousin that's always borrowing to $100, $200 and you never pay it back. You just ghost the person. How many of you guys been ghosted by people that owe you money? It doesn't feel good, does it? It's annoying. And don't let somebody owe you hundreds of dollars and you see them online on social media and they're partying it up. That will make you really mad. Who has time for that? Nobody has time to be chasing you around about money that you owe them, and nobody has time to be clocking your moves because you want to live this life on social media, but you owe me $400. Yeah, the math. It's not math. So remember, guys, if you're borrowing money from people, pay it back. And if you're doing the lending, don't lend what you can't risk losing out on. Okay? You have to consider those things because you are responsible for your financial position. You are. You're responsible. Next topic. Let's touch on family a little bit. How is it being the family member that made it or being the prodigy family member, the successful family member, the family member that made it out? What does that look like? What are some of the nuances, the experiences that come along with that? Just from doing my research and seeing different views and standpoints on this, a lot of times you have that family member that makes it out of the hood, that defies all obstacles and negative things going on or coming their way. They make it out and they become very successful. Sometimes they can face backlash from that. And if it's not backlash, they face people having their hand out. Somebody constantly wanting something from them. A couple of weeks ago, we talked about how Chris Tucker said that, hey, once his family found out he was making millions, they quit their job. That's looking for handouts. Um, what is that like? To have to take on the financial burden of others is not fair. It is not fair. I do not believe people should be punished or burdened with having to take care of others once they get to a place where we can label it success. Once they get to a place where they are stable, they are doing well for themselves. Do I think it's important to reach back and help people, remember those who helped you, back where you're from? Absolutely. I do think it's important to reach back and help others, right? Because you wouldn't have made it as far as you have without at least someone lending a helping hand to you. Yes. But do I feel as though it is your responsibility to take care of people or make up for their lack of financial discipline? Absolutely not. No, it is not your responsibility. You should not have to carry the burden of being the family member that made it out, and so therefore you're responsible for everybody else's success. You're responsible for everybody else's financial hardship. Some of the things these celebrities go through when they have their come up and they make it and get in a better position in life is absolutely insane. You'll have family members that'll be calling and asking, "Hey, can you loan me $50,000 so I can start this business venture?" That's a little wild, especially if you and that person aren't close. That's actually kind of insane. Um, People will take advantage of you once you have, made it to what the family or friends may deem as the one who made it, the successful one. People will try to take advantage of you. That is why it is important to have your boundaries. Implement those. I talk about it all the time. Your success, you should not feel bad for making it out of whatever your circumstances were or making it up. You should not be, you know, placed with burdens of others because of your success. No, enjoy it. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. Other people have to work hard too. You are not responsible for their success. You are only responsible for yours. So, I know a lot of you guys are the family member that made it out. You made it out the hood. You made it out, from hardships, financial hardship, living in poverty, having to deal with being surrounded by, neglect, abuse, just not having good role models. You made it out, right? You made it out and you are successful, and the family deems you as the one with the money. You're the rich one, you're the rich cousin, the rich niece, the rich nephew. You're the one. And that's all fine and dandy. Let them label you that. But don't let people make you feel guilty about being successful. And don't let people try to guilt trip you into funding their lifestyle or funding their business ventures because you are successful. You choose what you want to do with your money and how you want to lend it. So, for the family members that are deemed the ones that made it out, keep thriving, keep moving forward. Don't let anyone make you feel bad, okay? You got this. Okay, it's time to get into the finance column. So, what are we talking about strictly finances this week? Tegan is giving the advice of guys. You have to educate yourselves on major purchases. Like, excuse me, home buying and buying cars. Those are some of the largest purchases you will ever make, excuse me, in your life. It is important to educate yourselves on that process. You should be learning about credit. You should be learning about interest rates. Please do, especially if you're buying a home or a car. That impacts your payment so much. A lot of time with these mortgages, a lot of your payment, you think it's all going to the principal, the actual loan on the home. No. A lot of that money is going into interest. Educate yourselves on whatever it is that you're buying. Learn what equity is. Learn what principal is. Learn what interest is. Guys, educate yourselves on the process. You if you do, you'll know that when you're buying a car, you don't have to be financed through the dealership. I actually would encourage you to go get financing with your local credit union instead. Have them compete the rates. If the dealership is pressuring you and they want you to get your loan through them, have them beat the rate that the credit union gave you. Have them compete for it. Educate yourselves on the process, guys. That is my advice for this week when it comes to finances. Educate yourself on whatever it is that you are about to get into. Know what that home buying process is. I have a real estate agent coming on soon. She's gonna give you guys good tips and talk you through the process of buying a home. Guys, educate yourselves. Get your money right. The first step in doing anything is doing the research and educating yourself on what steps I need to take. Before you went to school, you had to learn what that process looked like, right? You had to apply. You had to get you some financial aid. You had to pick a major. You had to register for your classes. It is the process, guys. So when it comes to making major purchases, educate yourselves. And one thing I don't want to let up on is credit and interest rates. Educate yourselves on how that works, how that goes into your payment. How does it affect what you can get in the future, guys? Educate yourselves. Okay. So I told you earlier that we will be introducing a new segment of the show. A couple of weeks ago, I told you guys if you have questions and you want to write in to us and get some advice, you can do so by emailing the email address that's in the description. So we've had a couple of people to email questions in, which I'm so excited about. And so today we are going to start addressing some of those questions. So we're calling it the Hard Truth Hotline. Okay, so email your questions in. Okay, so the first question we have it says, "Hey Tegan J. First off, I just want to say I love the podcast. Thank you. I found it a few weeks ago and have been binging episodes ever since. Your honesty, your delivery, and the way you break down real life with a sprinkle of luxury, chef's kiss. Okay. Seriously, keep doing what you're doing. It feels like I'm getting advice from a big sister who gets it. Oh my goodness, whoever you are, thank you. That is very heartfelt. Okay, lets me know I'm doing something right. Okay, let me finish. Okay, so here's my question. How do you handle going out with friends when you're on a budget, but they're in their let's ball out era? I'm trying to save and stay disciplined, but I also don't want to be that friend who's always saying no or doing the most to avoid spending. Help. Tasha from Atlanta. Okay, so we have viewers from Atlanta. Okay, yes. Well, Tasha, one, thank you so much for the kind words and thank you for tuning in. Your support is very much appreciated. Thank you so much. So let's get into it. Your question is again, how do you handle going out with friends when you're on a budget and they're in their less ball out era? So I will speak from experience, right? With my friend group, if these are truly your friends, you should be able to be honest with them. In my friend group, it is nothing for one of us to say, "All right, girl, hey, this week hey, we got to keep it real light and cute this week because I'm on a budget and hey, I got to stay within my means. And real friends will understand that. Real friends will be like, all right, well, let's do something cheap. Let's do something inexpensive, or let's tone it down a little bit. Let's do something that that's cost efficient. A real friend will do that. They will. And depending on the dynamics of your friend group, some of your friends may pick up and say, "Girl, whatever." I can't tell you how many times I've been out to eat with friends, and I might have a friend that say, "I don't have it." Okay, well, girl, just come on. I got you. It's nothing. And then we go on as if nothing's ever happened. I have a friend, and I know she's gonna watch this. Shout out to you. Love you down. She will be quick to say, um, tonight's on you because I don't have it. Thank you. And we laugh and we chunk it up. And hey, I know going in, okay, I'm paying for this tonight. Our fun, we pay for it. And I'm okay with that because it's always reciprocated. I might get us one night. She may get us another night. And I'm okay with that. That's the dynamics of our friendship. We do things for each other all the time. So we're not the type of friends that will count favors or count how much money we've spent on each other. That's just not what we do. I might pay for us going out one night and then next week she's coming over with uh a couple of steak meals from the local steakhouse and a couple bottles of wine, and it's not on, hey girl, well your meal was 52.60 and you owe me, another 30 for the bottle of wine. That's not what we do. So you have to understand the dynamics of your friendship and see if you have that type of friendship where you guys can look out for each other. I encourage you to keep it real with your friends and be honest. But let's just say that it is a friend group and y'all not really that close, right? Or not as close, or it could be a new budding friendship, right? Because hey, friendships have different levels and different stages, right? So if this is a new budding friendship, I would say, hey, let it be known, hey, you got to be transparent. You have to be transparent. I would say, hey guys, I'm cool with us going to a restaurant like this. Like, throw in there what you are okay with. If it's you guys picking restaurants, throw in there the restaurant that you are okay with as far as price wise. And if it's not something as you guys going out to eat, if it is different events and things, hey, hit them with the, hey, I can't go. Hey, I have something to do. I've got plans. I'll link up with you guys after. Like, let's just say they're going to do an activity. You're not really interested in it. It's nothing to say, hey, I got something to do around this time. Hey, and I'll get with you guys afterward. Or if, let's just say it's a weekend of events, you want to stay within your budget. Okay, guys, I won't be able to make it on Friday and Saturday, but I'll link up with you guys for brunch on Sunday. Throw it out there. Let it be known what you are available for and aren't available for. People don't need to know all your business if they're not that close. And hey, you don't want them in your business. It's, hey, I'm not available. But if it is that friend group that you can be transparent with, girl, keep it real with them. Real friends understand. Okay? Because we've all been there. We've all been in a situation where, hey, budget's tight this week. And then we have situations where next week, hey, let's ball out. Okay? So, my advice to you, Tasha from Atlanta, would be see what type of friends you're dealing with, whether this is a friend group that you can be honest with, or it's one you might have to sugarcoat and shift things around, and then act accordingly. But I do not encourage you to go out and spend all your money, trying to hang with your friends knowing you ain't got it. That is the wrong thing to do. So, try that. Write me back. Let me know how it goes, because I am curious to know. And thanks again, Tasha from Atlanta, for watching and writing us. Really appreciate that. And for you guys out there that's listening, if you are interested yet again in getting some questions answered by Tegan on the show, please write us at the email address below. All right, guys, it's that time. It's that time. It's time for the hard truth of the week. Flexing for social media is keeping you broke in real life. Flexing for social media is keeping you broke in real life. Let's talk about it. Anytime that you have to get somewhere and you have to flex, 9 times out of 10, you probably shouldn't even be flexing. If you are taking a wad of cash and you're showing it all on social media knowing that that's not your money, you're a liar, a stunter. as Big Boogie say, you're flogging. Okay? You're flogging. Don't go out and buy all these things. Like, I know luxury items are trending on TikTok. Don't go out and buy a Louis Vuitton bag and you got to put the bag on credit, but you want to make a good video or you want to show people that, hey, I got it like that, knowing that you're not even going to be able to make the minimum payment on that credit card when the bill is due. Don't do that. Be yourself. Because the same people you are trying to impress, they're not impressed. A lot of them can tell that you don't have it like that. And now you just look like a fake liar. Don't stunt, and not only stunning for social media, but don't try to keep up with the Joneses. Don't do that. Live within your means. It is okay if you don't have it right now. It is truly okay. Just because you don't have it right now won't mean that you'll never get it. You just got to work your way up there. You have to be honest with yourself. And when you're honest with yourself, you'll be honest with others. There's no need to get out here and try to stunt and pretend like you have it when you don't. You'll find yourself in more debt, living way above your means, and somewhere miserable when the lights go off at night. Guys, don't do that. Be yourself. It is okay to have it. Majority of people don't have it, and that is okay. Don't get out here trying to keep up a facade and be somebody that you're not. Be who you are. It is okay. We all go through different phases and stages in life. This may be the phase and stage where you don't have it, and that is okay. One thing about life is that it is always changing. One of my best friends always says, the good thing about life, it is always changing. The bad thing about life, it is always changing. Things are they can't always change for the bad. Things are gonna change for good. Like, you have to go through the different phases and stages in life, but don't lie and pretend and try to make it seem like you have things when you don't, because you're only gonna find yourself going deeper and deeper into lies and debt. I don't make the rules, y'all. I don't make the rules. I just deliver the message. I just deliver the message. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode. So happy to have you here. Do your girl a favor. Please like, share, and subscribe and comment. Tell me how you like the episodes. Tell me if you can relate. Let me know if you got questions. Please tap in, subscribe, and share this with somebody that you think will find it interesting and helpful. I love you guys. Thank you so much for your time and your attention. I appreciate it. So we're going to get on up out of here, guys, okay? So we can't leave this thing without having us a toast and a drink, okay? Because it is truly a celebration every time we link up here on Soft Life Hard Truths, okay? So cheers. Here's to softer living and truths that set you free.